In 1924, André Breton unleashed Surrealism upon the world, defining it as pure psychic automatism, a radical method where artists like Salvador Dali and René Magritte bypassed conscious thought to paint directly from their unconscious minds, heavily influenced by Sigmund Freud's revolutionary theories on dreams and repressed desires. These artists developed techniques like automatic drawing, where the hand moved freely across canvas without rational control, and created dreamlike imagery filled with melting clocks, impossible landscapes, and symbolic objects that represented hidden fears and sexual desires lurking beneath the surface of everyday consciousness. Freud's 1809 book, The Interpretation of Dreams, became their Bible, legitimizing the unconscious as a valid source of creativity and inspiring them to transform paintings into visual manifestations of the human psyche, where ants symbolized overwhelming desire, vast empty landscapes represented the boundless unconscious mind, and fur-covered teacups challenged our perception of reality itself. The movement rejected the rationalism that led to World War I's catastrophe, instead embracing chance, spontaneity, and the irrational as pathways to truth, with artists conducting waking dream seances, using drugs, and depriving themselves of sleep to access deeper layers of consciousness. When Dalí finally met his idol Freud in London in 1938, bringing his painting Metamorphosis of Narcissus, the 81-year-old psychoanalyst admitted the young Spaniard's candid, fanatical eyes and undeniable technical mastery made him reconsider his dismissive view of surrealists as 95% cranks. Surrealism transformed art from mere aesthetic expression into psychological exploration, creating a visual language where dreams, desire, fear, and eroticism took concrete form on canvas, liberating imagination from the prison of reason and convention. The movement's emphasis on personal freedom and the unconscious mind influenced everything that followed: abstract expressionism, pop art, contemporary cinema, proving that the strange, irrational depths of the human psyche contain truths more profound than logic ever could. Through techniques like frottage, grattage, and the exquisite corpse game, where multiple artists contributed to one drawing without seeing each other's work, surrealists demonstrated that creativity flourishes when we surrender conscious control and let the subconscious speak. These artists didn't just paint pictures, they conducted research into the human mind itself, with Breton establishing an actual Bureau of Surrealist Research to collect people's dreams and analyze what surrealism meant to society at large. The melting clocks in Dalí's The Persistence of Memory weren't just bizarre imagery. They were visual representations of how time becomes fluid and unstable in dreams, how our unconscious mind experiences reality differently than our waking consciousness. Magritte's paintings challenged viewers to question the boundaries between what we see and what we think we know, using symbolic motifs like mirrors, masks, and impossible juxtapositions to reveal the contradictions hidden in everyday life. The surrealists believed that by tapping into the unconscious, they could spark revolution, not just in art, but in society itself, freeing humanity from the taboos and repressions that weighed down the imagination. Their legacy endures because they proved that madness and creativity are not opposites, but partners. That the strangest corners of our minds hold the keys to understanding who we really